And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Bobcats at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Kemba Walker? Here is McRoberts. Right wing. Biyombo down low. He's guarded by Thomas. And so it looks like the Bobcats will retain possession here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford had a few moments to share with me. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Jeff Taylor, he's checked in for the Bobcats.
While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt.
Jazz trail by 7. 1:24 left in the first. Here's Pargo, and the shot is good. Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot. But, Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again. Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Parker. Shot's good.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
And Neal kicks to Biyombo. He feeds it to Taylor. Here's Biyombo to the middle. Just 5 on the clock. McRoberts. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Mr. Clutch. His last outing, he had 8 points.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout
and an overpowering.
Spend your Christmas day with the
They've got Gary Neal, Al Jefferson out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Pargo, and it's Taylor in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Pargo, right now averaging 5 points a game. Taylor passes to Jefferson. Open jump shot off the mark.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
And the shot is good. And now just a 1-point Bobcat lead. Here's Pargo. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through 2 here in a...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's a good one going on.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the... For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks in Atlanta. So on the floor for Utah, Mr. Clutch in at point guard, Hayward out there with Favors, then there's Alec Burks, and it's Rush in at the small forward spot. A moment now to look at the all-time list for blocks in a season. 7'4", Mark Eaton with 5.5 blocks a game. Wow.
That is a ridiculous number, Kevin. Eaton was a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just a fourth-round pick out of UCLA back in 1982. Tell you what, he sure panned out for the Jazz.
Cantor, he checked in for the Jazz.
You know, coming into last season, the backcourt for Charlotte was full of question marks, but after the way Kemba Walker blossomed and some of the other guys were able to fill in and step up, their backcourt looks a lot better now.
Now, here's Ridnour. He's tightly guarded, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And even though the Bobcats would finish near the bottom of the barrel again, they did show that they have some pieces to build around. Steve, not only Walker, but also Michael Kidd-Gilchrist as well.
Yeah, and I like Jeffrey Taylor, the young forward from Vanderbilt. They drafted Cody Zeller from Indiana, who looked really good in the summer league and is proving to be a pretty solid player in the NBA. So this is a team that is starting to add some talent to this roster.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, on draft night, a lot of people thought the Bobcats would go big, and they did just that. The question, however, was who would they take? And the answer ended up surprising many. It was Cody Zeller. They said the reason why they like Zeller was his surprising athleticism, which often goes unnoticed. And if you watch him move out there, he is very athletic, guys.
Yeah, an NBA body from day one. Thank you, Doris. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against Atlanta.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Takes the 3, and he gets it to go. Ridnour's got 5.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Neal dishes to Jefferson. Poked away. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jefferson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys?
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Bobcats lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
On tap next Friday.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
.51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Burks kicks to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. And it's the Bobcats on the break. We've got Henderson. Margot's out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Zeller in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Well, we can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Henderson. Burks covering. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, what do you think, Clark? Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Ooh, offline. Regulate. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. Utah with the ball. Here's Mr. Clutch. The feed to Burks. Pass to Thomas. To take the lead. Got it!
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regular.
Yeah.